Hello fellas and welcome back to Love Ribbon. In the last episode we found out who our sister is, and her name is Zoey. And from what we figured out in the last episode, she's a little bit above herself. She basically wants what she wants and doesn't really care about anything else. She's threw us against the wall and gives a lecture. So at the moment we're not off on the great start. So let's see what we could do in this episode. So as always in every anime, we're running late for school. Unfortunately, there was no toast; it was granola bar. So let's carry on. As I hurried to school, thoughts of last night rushed through my head. Oh, and we have one of these. Okay, if I knew we had one of these, I'll just let you. I just literally stopped it here, but no matter. I can't believe I said those things to Zoey. I can't believe I said those things. Wait. It's kind of mix and match, really. They're both kind of in the wrong, really. Can't believe she said those things to me. Let's try that one. I think. Seeing as we was looking out for her, really. We didn't want her to get in trouble over being out too late. It's got all curfews and things. We don't want her getting expelled or anything. So we're just looking out for her there. We're not exactly doing anything wrong. Zoe seems to think I'm nothing more than a spoiled brat, and honestly, I'm not sure I can blame her. Inside, I dread seeing Zoe during second period calculus, having to sit next to her all class after what happened last night. On the bright side, maybe this will be a chance for me to offer her a proper apology. Possibly. She can't escape me when it comes to class, right? She'll find a way, knowing her. After the bell rings to signal the end of homeroom, I rush to calculus. I want to be here when Zoe arrives. I watch as the students file in one by one. Once again. Yeah, they work. As I wait for Zoe, gradually the other seats around me fill, until finally the teacher calls the class to order. Zoe's seat remains conspicuously empty. Wonder where she ran off to. Teacher. Alright class, settle down. I'm going to pass around the attendance sheet, so be sure to sign it before you leave. Really? Don't tend to use an attendance sheet and you sign it yourself. Seeing in England, the teacher just takes the attendance. Just lets you know, just calls out your name, you say yes if you're here, if you're not. Yeah. That's how it does normally, but I suppose Japan's different. The teacher begins his lesson, and I find myself continuously checking the door, hoping to see Zoe step through. Several minutes pass, and I still see no sign of her. Yeah, she's skiving. Eventually, the attendance sheet is passed to me. I locate my own name on the sheet and mark it off. I hesitate before passing the sheet on. I can see Zoe's name is listed below on the paper. Mark Zoe's present. Well, honestly, that's not a good idea for you to do, to mark somebody else on the list, because if you're doing that, if there's a fire, that's essentially what the attendance sheet's for. If there's a fire, the idea is they need to know everyone's out the room. So if there's a fire and she thinks it's it and no one's going to find her, they think she's going to be stuck inside. It's going to cause health problems. So no matter who it is, don't put someone else's name on the attendance sheet. It's really gonna screw up after that. So we're just going to pass it on. Zoe will get in trouble if she is absent, but it would be dishonest to mark her present if she's not in class. Honestly, if she's in trouble, that would be the last of her problems. I don't think she'll care if she's in trouble, to be honest. Besides, someone will probably notice. What if Zoe skipped all of her classes, but then she was weirdly marked as being in attendance for calculus? Yeah, that would look really suspicious. Yeah, that would be really weird. You come in for calculus and then go home. Yeah, that'll be weird, yeah. The rest of the day passes uneventfully. Well, duly noted. After my last class, I check around the sophomore classrooms to see if I can find Zoey. See, we don't get sophomore, as we don't have all that. It's just little year 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 13. We don't get like junior, sophomore, the other two. We don't get those. So it's not a word I come across too often, but I got it. Yay! I don't see her anywhere. Maybe she went straight home. Maybe she didn't go to school in the first place. There isn't any warm welcome after I arrived back to the apartment at record speed. I try to make my trips home in record speed every time. Not that I was expecting one. Alright, I see, yeah. I was trying to figure that if she was expecting a welcome. I was thinking she was expecting anyone. Right, okay. Not that I was expecting one, but Zoe is nowhere to be found. I try knocking on Zoe's bedroom door. No response. You really need to learn how to knock louder. My phone rings. I look down at the screen and I realise it's from my dad. It is. Dad? Iris? Where is Zoe? I don't know. I called her phone and she's not picking up. Can you go home to see if she's there? I'm home. I just checked her door, but she's not responding. She might still be at school. And she wasn't at school earlier, so why would she still be at school? I can hear the sound of Dad sighing on the other end of the line. I just got a call from the school. Zoe didn't go to class today, as we noticed. I thought this would be different. With her at a new school and living with you. No, probably not. What do you mean? This isn't the first time this has happened, you know. Zoe's had the same problems at her old school. Does she not get along with anybody? With the way she's been treating us? Probably not. Iris, I'm disappointed. I wanted you to be a positive example for Zoe, not encourage this kind of behaviour. We didn't encourage that kind of behaviour. I know she's not going to start acting like an angel overnight, but the least you could do is try to keep her in line. I'm sorry, Dad. I'll try to keep an eye on her. We did. We tried to stop her from going out. So I don't know what he's moaning at. Stand up with yourself, Iris. Just. I know you're not the one who's the problem. It's not fair to take this out all on you. No, it's not, because we didn't do anything wrong. When Zoe's the one who's cutting class, yeah, she is. So yeah. I just hope things improve, Iris. Me too, Dad. I hope things get better soon. We'll find out. Well, I guess that's all. I don't want to get another call like that from the school. Goodbye, Dad. Oh, it's gone. He hangs up, cutting me off in mid-sentence. Yeah. That's not nice when it happens, but I don't know why he's having to go at us. We tried to stop her from leaving the house after curfew. We're not Zoe, so we're not telling her to skip school. So I don't know what he's having to go at us for. I don't think I've ever heard Dad so angry. At least he's never been that angry at me. Well, you're goody two shoes, aren't you? So why is it my fault? It isn't, Iris. Don't chill out. He's upset. Leave him to it. Zoe misbehaves. Another one that gets scolded. Yeah, I get that too. I didn't even know I had a sister before now, and now I'm responsible for this unruly person. Yeah, you get that. No, that's not right. Zoe's still younger than me. If I want to be an older sister, I do need to set a good example for her. Setting an example is not exactly the easiest thing to do. You can just set an example, but you can't exactly tell him to do it. It's like there's an old saying: you can take a horse to some water, but you can't tell it to drink. And it's basically the same situation. You can lead them in the right direction, but unless they do it themselves, you can't do anything about it. Anyway, but how am I even supposed to keep an eye on her? It's not like she tells me where she goes. Well, I think I can guess what we're going to do next. Unless... My eyes glanced towards the narrow apartment hallway that consists of our bedrooms. I could look in her room. Oh, do you dare do that? I'm the only one home at the moment, and it's not like it will be locked. Might be. No. It's wrong to do that. I can't. You can. Yeah. But it might give me some clues as to where she's been going during the day. What if she's doing something really shady? Could be, but I doubt. I don't think she's quite that shady, I don't think. In spite of my misgivings, I soon found myself standing at the front of Zoe's bedroom door. I placed my hand on the doorknob, hesitating. I really shouldn't do this. Really. You're going to do it anyway, so just do it. The last time I burst into Zoe's room unannounced, it ended up backfiring on me, and she tripped me out for being rude. Yeah, but like I said, if you knocked louder, if she wasn't there, she'd be able to answer. Bang on the door, so she might hear you then. But after what happened yesterday, I think Zoe has lost the right to complain about me being rude, not showing up to school, and then letting me get the flak for her cut in class. I twisted the knob with a feeling of unease and pushed the door open. Doesn't look like she's decorated it at all in here. Even the blankets are so plain looking. Looks better than my room. Anyway, I'm not sure when Zoe will be back, so it's best to do this quickly. Try the bed, try the desk, I don't think you're going to find much in the bed, really, so I think it's better to try the desk with the laptop. It's a cheap desk, devoid of anything personal. Zoe's class schedule is inside the bin, on the top. Besides that is her laptop. Oh yeah. My fingers reach out before I can fully think about it, what I'm doing. At the brush of my tips against the touchpad, the laptop powers on. Oh, it's locked. One should have guessed that. For the best, seriously snooping around in Zoe's computer. Snooping around in Zoe's computer? Yeah. I kind of read that in sort of the wrong tone there. No matter. This is already bad enough on my part. I should have limits. Yeah. Trying to hack into a laptop is probably hitting the limit. I don't see anything in here. I feel really bad now. Why am I even doing this? Yeah, why? It doesn't make a difference, to be honest, really. If she's going to go out, you can't do anything about it. As I turn to leave, something on the table catches my eye. Oh, what we got? Colourful papers are sticking out from underneath Zoe's textbooks on the table. Is it a class handout? Probably not, considering she hasn't been to class to get a handout. ... I've already come this far, may as well. Exclamation marks! Oh god! Something's happened! I pick up one of the sheets. It's a glossy filer. Doors tap. Monday night specials. Live music show featuring local talent. Ooh! I suppose this is something then. I glance over the papers. Club life. Whiskey row. Entropy club. Entropy. That's my outro now. What? Why does she have flies for bars? She's going picking up some guys. What the heck is this? It looks like she has a lot of them too. And one of them is even encircled with the marker around the date. Oh, is that today? I'm assuming it's probably today. My head is spinning. Is this what Zoe's been doing for the last few nights? Going out to bars? Sounds like it. But then again, most kids in England around that age tend to do exactly the same, so... Horrified, I sprint to face the door. It's opening. Zoe's back. Oh, you're screwed. Roughly, I shoved the filers under the books. When I straighten, I find Zoe staring at me, her eyes wide. The shocked expression doesn't last long, however. as her eyes narrow to critical levels. Oh, God. What are you doing in my room? Oh, she's pissed. In your room? I echo her stupidly. Yeah, you are in her room. Oh, right. I was. I was going to see if you wanted to watch TV. If it was even possible. Zoe's eyes somehow narrow further. Yeah. Yeah, that was a stupid remark, to be honest. Looking at someone's desk isn't asking them to watch TV. Why? Yeah. Yeah. She's not very good at sort of getting herself out of situations, is she? Just come up with what you're doing, really. It'd be much easier. I knocked my head on the bottom hem of my what? I knocked my hand. Oh, I see. I knocked my hand in the bottom hem of my sweater, trying to keep my voice from sounding like a tightrope. Tightrope? How does a voice sound like a tightrope? That's not that. I'm sure that should be something different, really. Something good might be on. Zoey turns me around first. Yeah, Zoey turns me around first. When pressing her palms flat against my back, she pushes me from her room as I weakly protest. We don't even have to watch TV. We could just study or something. I mean, good night, Iris. And she's gone. She practically hisses at me as she roughly closes the door in the face. I jump at the sound of it slamming. Phew, that was too close for comfort. Yeah, you need to start working out what you're doing, Iris, because you're not making anything better. But those flyers, I definitely saw something weird in there. Zoey isn't a bad girl, is she? Going to nightclubs isn't really bad. It's not a bad thing to do. People find you can do a lot of good stuff in nightclubs. The next morning, Zoey isn't any friendlier. Would she? Why would she be? I mean, that's normal. We didn't talk much before, but this time the silence is heavy. Whenever I so much move as a finger, Zoey's eye cut toward me with a distrustful and menaceful glare. It's excruciatingly awkward to eat my breakfast. To be honest, if something that happens in my family, just eat my breakfast, get out, ignore it. Zoey pushes her plate away when she finishes her meal. Oh, I could clean that up for you. If you think you can make me forget about you snooping through my room by being nice, forget it. I flinch at her biting remark. I really wish I hadn't looked in her room now. I can't possibly ask her about the flyers, can either. You could, but... Zoey turns her nose up at me, getting out of her seat, swiftly deposited the plate in the sink. Are you leaving? Dots, 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 dots. With a final parting glare, Zoey leaves the room through the front door. Oh, she's going to leave it through the back door? Considering you haven't got a back door. The cool surface of the dining room table collides with my head as I dropped onto it. I've really made a mess of things. Yep, you have. After waiting a good 3 minutes so that Zoey can't glare at me for following her, I finally leave the apartment and make my way to school. I'm more than a little anxious at calculus as calculus approaches. Sitting through another round of sharp glares from my younger sister isn't exactly on the top list of fun. No, I don't think it will be. But the situation resolves itself because Zoey White? Miss White? I'm assuming she's not there. She's absent again? Obviously. The teacher twists his mouth disapprovingly and shoots me a look before going back to attendance. Why is he looking at her? She's not skipping class. I sink down into my chair. Why am I getting blamed for her ditching class? Yeah, it's not exactly a good thing for her, really. Though even I'm starting to get worried. Once school is over, I head out of the front entrance. Again, just put entrance. You don't need to know the entrance at the front. We're not going to assume you're going to fly out, are you? I'm about to head home when I see a familiar tall figure walking away from the school gate. So, my mouth clamps shut as she rapidly heads out of view. What the? Zoe isn't going the way home. In fact, she's walking completely the opposite direction. Why is she going that way? And what's more, if she was at school, why was she in calculus? It's supposed to be that. That's a bit unusual, really. Yeah, she's skipping lessons, but she's still in school. This is my chance to find out where she goes all day. I don't want to assume the worst about Zoe, but why on earth would she have those flies in her room? She's looking at them. She looks up to date, really. She isn't meeting people at those bars, right? She isn't meeting men. Oh, no, she's probably meeting women. Why else? Dots again. Too many dots. After a quick mental battle, my feet take off after Zoe. Phew, following people isn't easy. I almost lost sight of her how many times now? And just by walking through the park, if I didn't know any better, I'd say she was intentionally trying to make following her impossible. I wouldn't be surprised. Zoe slips down a path to the right, breaking out into a dash around the corner. After her, my foot gets caught on a stray branch in the path. Grumpily, I pull a twig out of my sock. How'd you get a twig in your sock? Like that? That's just like that's. I don't understand that. Okay then. This is not my forte. No, obviously not. Quietly, I sneak over to the path again. Now that I'm devoid of anyone. Oh no, I lost her. Did you see me following her? How could she not? Besides, I'm being totally unfair. This could be a huge coincidence. Probably not. People don't coincidentally walk the wrong way home. Out of reflex, I spin behind a tree. Zoe's just stepped out of a nearby bathroom, now fully changed into her casual clothing. She's also carrying a huge black bag over her shoulder. I can't see the black bag. What's going on? She changed her clothes in a park bathroom? It's an unusual place to change, yeah. Zoe's moving swiftly through the park now and making her way for the exit. She's going towards the station. Is she going on a train? What for? Dots. Still no dots. My falling back plan was to claim I was enjoying the stroll in the park if she saw me. But if she's getting on the subway, yeah, you can't sort of... Oops a daisy. Don't do that. There's no way I could pretend that I'm not following her. No, not really. More dots. Can we, like, cut out the dots, really? There's too many. I can't turn back now. Yep. I have to see what she's up to. Ooh, that's a nice big pretty city. I was barely able to get off the same stop as Zoe, and now I've lost her altogether. I nervously glance at my surroundings, at the strange place Zoe got off on the subway for. This place is really scary. There's nothing but bars around here. I can't even imagine what this place looks like at night. Is it not night? It looks like night to me. Standing around in my school uniform, I really stick out like a sore thumb. Yeah, you will do. I guess I should feel lucky it's not busy. I can see there's not a single person out. But where did Zoe go? Wait. The name of the flyer that was circled. That was tonight. Entropy Club. Ooh, we'll have to look at that then. Which, to my luck, happens to be the right in front of me. I suppose it helps you finding it. Again, with the dots. I can't read dots. how do you read that? It's just... I step towards the entry club. The barred doors are blackened windows. Don't allow a single glimpse of what's inside. Now, you tend to find bars have that quite a lot. I think it's mostly due to the underage people going in there, looking inside and into the bars and things like that. So they have blacked out windows so you can't see in. Plus, I suppose it stops people looking at the music that's going on inside and makes them... You have to go in and pay to entry. So I suppose that's what it's after. My only indication that is actually open for business is the music and the smell. Yeah, that'll do it. There's something so off limits about this place. The entire street, really. Something that screams, you don't belong here. It's a bit, well, there's no reason why you wouldn't. It's got as much of rights as anybody else does. I must be insane. You are, yeah. I followed my sister, snooped in her room, and now I'm about to go into a seedy bar looking for her. Don't understand the terms of a seedy bar, but I've come too far just to give up. Yeah, I'll duck in, look for Zoey, and then get out before anyone says anything. Now I'm muttering to myself in this dingy place. Let's get this over with. It's a bit empty. The smell of acrid cigarette smoke overwhelms my senses as I soon enter the bar. I resist the urge to pull my shirt over my nose. Yeah, don't do that. You look like an idiot. It's so dark in here that my eyes have to adjust before I can begin to find my way around. Yeah, the idea is the dark so the lights work better. It's nice to put centre stage on whoever's there. Everyone is facing away from the door, watching the stage. The bar is in a location further in, so I'm able to slip in unnoticed. I hug the back wall, scanning for the bar for signs of Zoey, when I see... No way! Yeah, she's playing guitar. Very nice. I do like the drawings he's done on this guy. It's a bit sideways, but she plays the guitar. Is that Zoey? It looks like it to me. My eyes go so wide as I see her up on the stage, guitar in hand. It's quite a nice looking guitar, honestly. She's softly singing into the microphone and playing while doing so. No way. Yes way. Rooted in place, I quietly listen to her song washes over the bar. As her song washes over the bar. There's an as there. I can't believe this beautiful song is coming from the same girl who seems to have a permanent scowl on her face. People have one side and another. There's always stage presence, very different to life. Darts. More darts. Zoe's smooth fingers glide on the guitar strings, playing it with a clearly practiced hand. Her voice is so warm, so soothing, that the bar and its few inhabitants fade around me. The lyrics ease along in a tandem with the strumming of her guitar. Well, maybe pretty unusual singing lyrics that don't go with the music. Her harsh clothing is such a contrast to the guitar gentleness of the song that, in a strange way, it almost seems to make it sweeter. I continue to listen, enraptured as the girl I learned was my little sister only a few days ago captivates the small audience with her singing. Until all too soon the song tapers off. My surroundings rebound to reality as Zoey preps for the next song. So Zoey comes to these places to sing? How could I be so stupid? You are pretty stupid, so I jumped to so many conclusions about Zoey, and none of them were good. No, but to be honest, that's kind of human nature. People don't assume the best in people in immediate situations. They just literally throw out the worst things. It's kind of sad, really, but it's just what people do. Guilt stabs into me. I timidly remove my eyes from the girl on the stage. I'm the worst. Yeah, you're not the worst. You're pretty bad, but you're not the worst. No wonder she doesn't like me. Man. There's a person called Man. Hey, man. Hey, little lady. Huh? I look up. Now aware that someone is addressing me. A man is next to me by the wall, leaning towards me. How long has he been there? You're a little young to be in a place like... in this place, you know? The uniform? You know the uniform? Or is that your kink? Yeah? Oh, God. His breath stinks of alcohol. I hold back a gag as he advances closer, now leaning on the wall with his arm. Oh, this is a bad guy. This is one of the bad guys. Can I get you a drink? If you're not legal? I don't mind buying. No. Underage. No, thank you. The man leads in even more, and I take a step back. Oh no, something's happening. We're getting into the bad stuff here! Exclamation mark. Yeah, that's how you read it. I'm trapped between him and the corner between the wall and a large table. My heart starts to pound in my chest. Dots again. Jeez, relax. I'm obviously trying to do something nice for you. Depends nice. I flinch as the man's voice phrases. My eyes dart around for an exit. He's got me pinned back here. Please leave me alone. Chill out. I'm just offering you a drink. The man snares at me, but doesn't move away. In fact, he's moving even closer. Oh, he's after something. It's pretty obvious what he's after. You're the one dressed like that in a bar. What do you think guys are gonna do, huh? On the verge of tears, I look down at my feet. I hear the man chuckle. Come on, just one drink. To be honest, don't go to bars in uniform. It's not ideal. You're gonna be pointed at quite easily. And two, if you're this guy, you're a prick. Don't be this guy. Come on, just one drink. Look, if she says no, get away. Go away. Just leave her be. The man stumbles and harshly grabs my arm as he almost trips. Oh, getting aggressive. I shut my eyes tight as I almost fall. The man's grip is like a vice on my wrist as he tries to steady himself. Why did I come here? Why did I follow Zoey to this place? Because she was wondering what she was doing. Is this what I deserve for thinking the worst of Zoey? Please, just leave me alone. Zoey, get the hell away from her. Zoey's come to save the day. We'll see what gonna happen. But before we see what happens, I'm gonna leave this to the next episode. Yeah, cliffhanger. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like this episode. Subscribe to see some more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.